Logged into X to check the news, and I see right here Johnny Depp's trending with over 5,000 posts. Not so bad. Let's see what we got. Blue Bar says the case of Johnny Depp is truly a cruel reminder of just how damaging false allegations are. He already knew 3 years ago that even after a 6-week trial, that the allegations would continue regardless. It took 6 years for him to be able to tell his side of the story. And here's actually his point. With that being said, I would like to highlight that being falsely accused is so much worse for the average man who would simply not be able to fight back at all in many cases. And that's a good point. I mean, accusing someone doesn't take anything, but fighting that accusation takes a lot. So people like to say, well, what about the potential female victim who can't fight the rich man? But the fact is, there's a lot less people who aren't rich. Like 95% of the population isn't rich and can't fight it. This person puts up some things that Johnny Depp is working on: Day Drinker, Carnival at End of Days, Hollywood Vampires documentary, Charlie Chaplin documentary, Tim Burton documentary. Well, from what I understand, Johnny's in it, but it's old footage. Nothing Johnny's doing really. Like, it's just like a feature. So I won't really count that. It's like if somebody took a video clip of mine and put it in some big video they're making. I'm not actually involved in doing anything. I'm just having my image used, basically. But I get the point here. Obviously, lots of stuff going on. This here from 3 hours ago. Between Amber and Johnny Depp, she's the only one who's been arrested for DV, and then her supporters have to be aware of who's defending Johnny or not. 13 hours ago on this one, I've got no idea where it's from. I guess I'll give it a heart. Johnny Depp talks about how he first got the idea for Jack Sparrow. Okay. Can't believe it's 2025 and people are still defending Johnny Depp. Well, yeah, I'm kind of saying the same thing, but I'm not saying I'm surprised people are defending Johnny. I'm surprised that they're still doing it and supporting. I thought they would have maybe given up by now or had enough of it or something like that. So I'm saying it in a positive way. Look at that. You're being negative. And by the way, we've got some of the usual suspects being negative. Interesting profile. Amber Heard fans tell me to kill myself for defending Johnny Depp, a victim. Not surprised she would have fans like that. I've actually given this a heart at some point. It's a slightly older one. And Tanya says basically because Johnny Depp committed DV. And please, let me explain for those still listening why I say most Amber defenders are on the left. Because I see this and I think, I bet I know what's in this profile. And I click on it and I'm right like 9 out of 10 times for the last 5 years, maybe 4 years. Hundreds of these. The vast majority of times I click on these profiles, I see the political view, and it's almost never obviously on the right hand. That's why I say that. Hundreds and hundreds of times. So I'm convinced. But I digress. This person too, an Amber fan, saying that Johnny Depp doesn't know his fans exist, and not all the time I click and see they're on the left, but a lot of times I click and get nothing. So it's like neutral or obviously left-leaning. And as you can see, a pretty big Amber fan here. She doesn't have much else on her profile. Dr. Truth Seeker points out that Depp is trending, and since then he's got almost 1,000 more posts. I'll give you a heart. By the way, 9 hours ago. This person here, the world would be genuinely a better place if Johnny Depp supporters took themselves out of life's equation. I click on this. Once again, I get neutral nothing. Non-political, nothing. This person says that if Johnny was so powerful, why couldn't he stop himself from getting fired from 2 major studios? A fair point. I would argue money itself does bring you power, but it's not everything. So I'll give you like 50% on that one. Johnny Depp at the Cannes Film Festival. 19 hours ago, you get a heart. Amber Heard deserves life in prison. You're open to your opinion. And as you can see, comments go down and down. Unfortunately, a lot of haters in the comments, but what are you going to do? I've said before, they'll be here forever. That's why I keep doing this stuff once in a while. And Day Drinker's coming up, so not like nothing new's happening. Let me know what you think in the comments. If you're not subscribed here, consider it. If you don't, I'll be sad. but I'll get over it. See you next time.